And welcome everybody to Biz&Balls. Yet again, we are here to our first ever episode and we are thrilled to have you on board. My name is Pedro. I'm joined by Stefan, which is one of our co-hosts. Today, in our first ever episode, we will be presenting ourselves and the fundamentals of our podcast. We hope you're having a great day. Well, let's jump right into. My name is Pedro Guerra. I am the host of Biz&Balls. It's a pleasure to have you on board and listening to our podcast. I am 20 years old. I am from Portugal. I study currently in university. I'm taking social communication and cultural studies. I have previous experiences in sales. I'm currently in a community which you'll be hearing a lot about, which is DL, Digital Launchpad, community built by Iman Gadzi, and I am improving there my sales skills and everything. I am proud to have a nice CV. I have a degree on modern English for the cultural world. I have had previous experiences in sales, and that's why we think we can discuss this and help you move forward with your ideas in sales. If you do have ideas in sales, I have worked for a company that would sell digital marketing services to whole of Europe. We were working with specialized ads in TikTok, so I've had their experiences. In the future, where I'm planning to maybe join a role in a Portuguese company as a sales rep, but in the real estate world. So that's my experiences on sales. I've been on it for I'd say 8 to 10 months. I've also had some experience in cryptocurrencies. That's not an easy word to say, but I've had my fair share experiences in the crypto world. But most importantly, today I'm joined, like I said, by Stefan. Stefan, welcome to Biz&Balls. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Can we get to know you a bit better?
Yes, hey everyone. Thank you, first of all, Pedro, for having me on as a co-host, and I'm very happy to actually be part of this podcast. So, My name is Stefan Ardulan. I am fully based in Romania. I've lived 8 years of my life in the Netherlands. Currently, I'm 16 years old. In 1 month, I'm actually turning 17. So, you can kind of say half of my life I've lived in the Netherlands. Now, I am still in high school. I have 1 year left of high school, and we'll see if I go to university. I still have to decide on that. Besides this, a bit about my background experience in, entrepreneurship, business space, self-development. Usually, I started back when I was around 13. I was still playing video games. Thing is, I was scrolling TikTok, and I found those side hustles which you can make money. Basically, like, it wasn't a lot of money, but it was money that you could make, and it was actually kind of, they gave you the strategy to do it. And what caught my attention was actually making flyers for realtors from Zillow. And I started doing this. I didn't make a lot of flyers, and I put like a demo text on them so that they can't steal it, and I never got a response back from them, so I just kind of gave up and just going back to playing video games and all that stuff. And then in the present situation, once I came back to Romania, I actually didn't really like the country. It was way different from the Netherlands, so I thought, let's start again. So I started fully learning more. So I got into crypto, into stocks and all that. I started drop shipping. Didn't work out until in 2022, the summer, I found the agency business model. So I didn't apply an agency. Like, I didn't create an agency. I just kind of started learning ads because, of course, that's what Iman Gadzi did. I was like, look, I'll just learn ads. And around December of 2022, I was like, I'll take this seriously. And then I was doing outreach, not the most outreach. I wasn't taking it like to the extent of the outreach. And I kind of just did that. And then around the beginning of 2024, end of 2023, is when I started seeing results, and I actually got some clients. Didn't pay a lot. It was fully based on experience. And now this is the present. So now I'm still doing outreach. I'm trying to get more clients, trying to change niches, test different niches, for example. Um, my goals though are for this year are, to scale the agency maybe to 10K a month. That's my main goal. Hopefully I can get that done sooner. Grow this podcast with Pedro, grow
Yeah.
my personal brand, maybe start a different business along the side. So those are my plans. I'll also, in the next couple of videos, I might be explaining more on that if you guys are interested and want to find out more of what is agency, personal branding, and stuff like that. So those are my plans. Again, thank you, Pedro, for having me. Let's continue with the introduction.
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to have you, and I think I can speak for most of the audience. For a 16-year-old, I mean, it's pretty impressive what you've accomplished and what you have still to accomplish, because I think it's going to be a lot. Um, like I said, we will on this podcast talk about many different topics. As you may or may not know, we will have two sides of the podcast, one dedicated to business, sales, entrepreneurship, copywriting, everything related to the business world. And then we'll have another weekly episode, which will come out sooner rather than later, which will be basically a sports report, a weekly sports report on Formula One. You'll have golf, you'll have soccer, you'll have your fair dose of sports. But talking more about the business side of things, I think it's really, really important to when you're starting your journey. I think it's really important that you have guidelines and you have your feet to the ground, and you have maybe someone who can guide you to the first few months. To make clear that we will have testimonials of student cases who have had success in sales. So they will come up to the podcast and talk to you and give you their insights how they become successful and how they made it work, because if they can do it, you can do it as well. We'll talk about different projects that we're in or we're currently evaluating, like me, and experiences we've had. That's really important to especially in the world of today. You gotta have some previous experience for companies to see you as a good asset to them. So that's basically our introduction. We hope you stay tuned for the next few episodes, because you'll have a lot of valuable content coming in your way. So hopefully you can subscribe to our podcast and also to our socials to make sure you stay up to date. We will post when the episodes come out. They will probably do every Sunday or Monday, just to start your week very well. But yeah, we thank you once again for joining our podcast, listening to our conversations, and stay tuned for the next few episodes, because there's a lot of valuable content coming your way. Stefan, I don't know if you want to say anything else.
Yes, thank you for listening to our introduction. Again, since we are still very young, I am a lot younger than Pedro, and there's a lot of people younger than me. Just know that the faster you get started, the better, and then you can experiment more and see better results and faster results. So that's all I wanted to say. There's no point in looking at other people's journeys and actually comparing them to yours. So even if you listen to this podcast or not, just be on your own journey, work to the goals that you have in your life. And yeah, that's kind of it. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode.
I guess we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you once again for listening to us. We'll see you in the next episode. But until then, have a great week. See you soon, guys.